Hey guys, today we are in Ocean City, Maryland, and we're standing directly in front of Cheese Wheel Pasta. This is located on 3rd Street and Baltimore Avenue. They also have a location right on the boardwalk that's carry-out only on 11th Street. We've read a lot of great reviews about this place on TripAdvisor. They make their own pasta. They won the Best of the Beach award already for this year, so we have to come in here. So are you ready, Bobby?
I'm ready.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll.
Cheese Wheel Pasta is located in the Hotel Monte Carlo. I'll take you around and show you the entrance. Across the street from the Ocean City City Hall and next to St. Paul's Church. You come up here and go in right here. And they open at 4 o'clock today. Now we walk down to the Cheese Wheel Pasta. So I'm looking for parking. So they have a pay to park area right here. I guess that's where you would park at, because they do not have their own parking lot.
A few moments later.
I went inside and asked about the parking. And I showed you this pay parking, but back in here, you can park on the street for free. Just look for a spot. On the bay side, down through there, parking is free, but not here in the front. As soon as you walk in, here's a look at the dining area. The other one on 11th Street is carry-out only. My man over here is still making some pasta. Take a look at the menu. Starting off with the dinner menu, appetizers, whipped ricotta, some flatbread, some baked meatballs, baked shrimp, grilled vegetables, pasta, homemade. You have your mushroom alfredo pasta, fettuccine chicken alfredo that they told us was their #1 seller, shrimp alfredo, spaghetti and meatballs, lobster ravioli, cheese ravioli. And there's some extras. Italian specials have baked salmon for $25. Here's your choice of salads. They have a kids menu and dessert. Brought us out some fresh bread and oil to dip it in. See that fresh Parmesan in there. I like how this bread comes in this fake newspaper wrapper.
Mix it up a little bit in the oil. Maybe a little bit more. Soak it up.
Soak it.
Bread. That is very good. The bread is crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. Some really good olive oil. You get a little hint of garlic in that. Very good. I always like bread with the oil like this.
And let me see that bread on the side again. There's a lot of nooks and crannies for that oil to go into in that.
Soaks up in there.
Got an end piece. That's really going to be crispy. I'm just gonna stick it like this, Bobby. A lot of
That's
it.
a good idea. I should have did it
Yeah,
that way.
put it just like that. Get a little more in there on that end. What I like about this bread, it's crispy. You guys probably heard that crunch and chewy at the same time, and it does hold this oil real well.
It does.
So you get a lot of the herb flavor and this fresh Parmesan. I like getting it on top of this bread. I asked what type of bread this was, and I told Bobby I think this is ciabatta bread. We were correct. That's what it is. Crispy and chewy. Here's how they brought the water out to us. It is very cold and tastes good. Maybe that pitcher makes the water taste better. Came to an Italian restaurant and we decided to order what a great Italian restaurant should do good on: spaghetti and meatballs.
It smells really good.
You can smell it.
Very pretty presentation.
It has pork and beef meatballs with marinara sauce. What do you think about that wheel spinning up there?
That's pretty cool to watch, wasn't it?
Put a lot of that Parmesan in there, so it should have a lot of Parmesan already in it, and they sprinkled some more on top.
I know for a fact it's going to be fresh because we saw them make it.
What do you think?
Very good. The marinara sauce has a rich tomato flavor to it. The noodles are prepared well. I tried some without the marinara sauce, and you can taste that Parmesan cheese. Look at those 3 big meatballs.
Those are big. It's got pork and beef both mixed in. Let's take a look at the inside of them. Oh, those look good.
Steam coming off of them. Those are excellent meatballs. They're very tender and moist. I thought it was moist because of the pork that was in the meatballs. That's some of it. But we found out they put ricotta in their meatballs. That's the secret.
So it's a combination of that pork fat and that ricotta.
Yeah.
So you know it's going to be moist.
And the meatballs are seasoned very well. Very good flavor.
I'm anxious to try it. We're ordering one meal at a time so they don't get cold. I'm gonna try the meatball by itself. That might be some of the best meatballs I think I've ever had. They are so tender and moist. I get a lot of pepper flavor from that seasoning inside it also. It tastes very good. Something else, since this is fresh pasta, it only took them 2 minutes to prepare it for us. I'm gonna try this spaghetti, and you can see the chunks of tomato in this marinara sauce. That's an awesome marinara sauce. It's made with that San Marzano tomatoes. You can taste that, but it's a rich tomato flavor. It's not sweet, spicy, just a strong tomato flavor. And the pasta itself is prepared very well. Goes great together, especially with those meatballs. I'm loving that. You know what I think would be good with those meatballs would be a meatball hoagie.
That would be.
I don't think they have meatball hoagies on the menu, but they should. Putting those meatballs on them, that would be a top seller in this town. I ordered the fettuccine shrimp alfredo. Has baked shrimp with olive oil, butter, red chili flakes, parsley, and alfredo sauce. And this shrimp is fresh.
They're huge. You see how big some of those are?
I know, gigantic. Got, 5 of them, I think. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start off by just trying the shrimp by itself. Look, those are jumbo shrimp.
Those are.
Or extra large, I mean. Gigantic. Look, see the steam coming off of them. Can you see the olive oil that shrimp was prepared in? And it also has some red chili flakes in it, giving it a little spice, which I like. I can taste some of that Alfredo sauce on there, and that really adds to it. That's creamy. Can't wait to try the Alfredo sauce on the noodles, but the shrimp by itself is the way to go. Look how meaty those are. Prepared well, nice and tender. You can also taste some butter flavor where it's been sauteed in butter also. Great job. I can't wait for you to try one of these, Bobby, but I'm warning you, they have a little kick at the end on them.
Okay, thanks for the warning.
All right, let's get some of this Alfredo sauce. Some thick noodles.
Those are thick.
Yeah, saw him making these.
We did.
Can you see the steam coming off of that? The noodles are prepared well. The Alfredo sauce itself is rich and creamy. I don't get the kick from that like you do when you're eating the shrimp by itself, with those chili flakes in it. I like how they put that little parsley on there for decorations.
Looks nice.
And something else I like is you get a strong Parmesan flavor from the Alfredo sauce and spinning around that wheel. You don't need any extra on this. It's already there for you. But the shrimp is the way to go with that olive oil and that butter sauteed in with those chili flakes. Give it that kick. blending it all well together. This is going to be a filling dish because this is heavy pasta. Anxious for you to try this one too. Look at that, guys. Wish you were here to try it.
I'm gonna go with the noodles first. It's a rich, creamy, thick Alfredo sauce, and then you get the hint of the Parmesan cheese. I'm not sure which I'd choose, the spaghetti or this one.
Whichever one you choose, they're both going to fill you up, but I think this one is going to fill you up even more for that heavy sauce. But that sauce is so good. Now there's what I want you to try.
Look at that shrimp.
That's huge.
How big that is. That is a meaty shrimp. I think you can get full on just the shrimp alone, don't you? Now you were talking about the red chili on top of it. I didn't get a lot on this piece. I got more of the Alfredo sauce.
Did you get any spice?
Just a tad, not much. I think I had all that Alfredo sauce. Get a little hint of the butter flavor to it. Those are very good.
They are. Worth getting. They told us, I think, the chicken Alfredo is their #1 seller. Now we're going to try to see how much this we can finish. We finished off the pasta with the meatballs. I don't know if we'll be able to finish this one. We're talking about the shrimp being a little spicy. You can also see some pepper mixed into the Alfredo sauce itself. Had to get an Italian dessert while we were here. Tiramisu.
I know, I didn't think we would have any room for this. We're gonna take half of this home with us just so we could try this.
What you were seeing him do earlier was pouring coffee over ladyfingers. That cream is made with like egg yolks and vanilla, and that's what on top of that, Bobby?
Cocoa. The ladyfingers are soft. They absorb up all that coffee. The cream is very good that they're using, and then you have the cocoa on top. It's a great coffee flavor. John, I know you're not a fan of coffee, but I think you should try this.
Well, I'm gonna try it because it looks very good. And I saw him pour that fresh coffee right on it. I wish you were up there when he was doing that. You would have enjoyed seeing all that.
Try some of the cream, John. That way you won't get so much of the coffee flavor. I think
Okay.
you'll enjoy that. Now that cookie is gonna soak up that coffee.
I'm gonna try it both ways. I gotta try it that way just to see what it tastes like. You know what, with that cream and that cocoa on there, I can taste the coffee, but I don't mind the coffee as bad on that as I do just drinking it. The cream itself though is hard to describe. It's not sweet, even though it looks like it's just fluffy. There's a little bit of that cocoa on there. It's light, very light. But if you like tiramisu, you're gonna really love this dessert. And Bobby, you like coffee, so is this some of the best you've had?
Yeah, it is. It's very good.
That is an Italian dessert. That's the most popular dessert in Italy. Right, guys, I'm here with the owner of Cheese Wheel Pasta, and he's going to tell us a brief history of the place and why, when we're in Ocean City, we should come here to eat.
Yeah, hey, how you doing, guys? So I'm very glad to have you guys over here. And yeah, so we chose Ocean City not like because it was something like we like it, but so we came for vacation here, and we thought this experience, it was good for the location, for the area, and we just had this crazy idea to do like fresh pasta and to do like fast food pasta. And we come up with this, so like we had the cheese wheel pasta, and we do fresh pasta every day, and we mix it in the cheese wheel, and we serve a lot of options for everyone, you know. And the other thing, this is our second location. It's a restaurant, full restaurant, and the other one in the Boardwalk, 11th Street and Boardwalk. That one is a carry-out restaurant. And yeah, so in 2 minutes you have the pasta ready. This location we opened this year. We opened in March for the first time, and we have breakfast too. So like we open every day from 8 to 9 p.m. And we have a lot of breakfast. We have like a mix between Italian style and American style, so I'm very happy you to come out and check that one. But yeah, we are very happy to do this. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
We just got back to the room after going to the Cheese Wheel Pasta here in Ocean City, Maryland. What did you think about it?
I like the atmosphere. It's very cute and cozy, relaxing. The staff was really friendly. I would recommend both of those dishes we got. We got the alfredo with the shrimp on it. That was a creamy, thick sauce, and the size of those shrimp. They were huge, like jumbo shrimp. That was very filling in itself, I thought, just the shrimp. We ordered the spaghetti and meatballs, and those meatballs were so tender and moist. We know the secret, ricotta in those meatballs. Didn't know that. And then the marinara sauce, I really like that. Usually I like more sauce over my pasta, but with that Parmesan cheese that they put the pasta in at first, it just took on the flavor of that, so you didn't need a whole lot of sauce because it just combined really well. The tiramisu, I really enjoyed that. The lady fingers just soak up the coffee and the cream and the cocoa over top. Excellent dessert. Check this place out.
I'm not a big coffee fan, but I also enjoyed that dessert. So if you're a fan of that, you're going to really love it. I'm glad he showed me how to make it. Hope you guys enjoyed that in the video. And that cheese wheel, how cool was that, putting the pasta on that, how they do that right in front of you. Bobby touched on the flavor of that. Guys, I think you could eat that pasta with just butter. You really don't need any pasta sauce, even though the pasta sauce is good. The pasta itself tastes very good. I enjoyed both those meals, especially the meatballs. Those were some of the best meatballs I have ever had. They were tender and moist, had a little bit of pepper flavor to them. The marinara sauce had that rich tomato flavor. And how about those shrimp? Those were gigantic. And the way he prepared those before the Alfredo sauce was even put on top of them. Had that butter and oil flavor, a little bit of pepper, got a little spice out of that. And what was there, 5 of those in there, I think?
So.
Those were filling, like Bobby touched on, and the fettuccine noodles themselves tasted great. And then when you add that creamy Alfredo to that, just both dishes were amazing. I don't know which one I like the best because I normally would just say shrimp, but those meatballs were just that good. I think you can get them just by themselves on the appetizer. I would 100% go back to this restaurant. If you're on the boardwalk, you can swing in on 11th Street and pick up to-go order. They have benches out front. The menu isn't as big, I don't think, at that restaurant as it is at the main restaurant. And that bread we had to start everything off with was crispy and chewy, and dipping it in that oil. So good. I'm ready to come back here to Ocean City and go there again.
So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yeah, so until we meet again,
J&B have left the building.